Hello everyone, I'm Chaplain Colonel Joanne Martindale. I am the Command Chaplain of the 63rd Readiness Division. It's wonderful to be with you today to offer these thoughts. So how many of you have ever been to Subway? I don't mean on a Subway, not in New York City, but going to have a Subway sandwich. Probably quite a few of you. Well, I was going in one day and going to Subway sandwich, and my son, who's 25 years old, he was going to have dinner with me. He said, "Mom, please pick us up a couple Subway sandwiches." I said, "Sure." So I got his favorite foot-long chicken ranch bacon, you know the kind, and then I got my smaller 6-inch tuna. Anyway, so I'm going in and I noticed this gentleman sitting on the seat near the table as we were going in. And he was writing something, but he looked up and he said hello. He was very friendly, and I said hello back. And then I went on in, I got the sandwiches, and then I'm coming back out, and I saw for the first time what he was writing on the sign. And it said, "I'm hungry. If you could spare a sandwich, thank you." And I thought, well, let me just see if he wants some company for dinner. So I said to him, "Is anyone sitting in the seat next to you? Are you expecting anyone for dinner?" And he said, "No, I'm not expecting anyone for dinner." I said, "May I join you?" And he said, "Sure, I would love that." And I said, "I have an extra sandwich here if you would like it." He goes, "Really? You mean a big sandwich or a little sandwich?" I said, "Well, a big sandwich." He goes, "That'd be great." And I said, "But if you want, you can go in and get the kind you want, and I can give you some money, so it's up to you." And I opened it up and showed him the sandwich. He goes, "No, I'll take that one." I said, "Okay, sounds great." So I went just for a moment just to quiet myself to pray, because I'm a chaplain, I do that before a meal. And he said, "Are you praying?" And I said, "Yeah, is that okay with you?" He goes, "That would be great. Can you say the prayer out loud?" And I said, "Well, sure, but I'm wondering if maybe you want to pray." He goes, "No one's ever asked me to pray before." He goes, "I could give it a shot." I said, "Okay, I would love that." So we kind of just went like this, and he said, "Hey God, I'm just wondering, you know, this lady's really cool. Like, I didn't expect to get a sandwich today and have dinner with somebody. That's like a bonus. And God, I'm just thinking, there's a lot of people without work right now, and I'm wondering if you could be with them." And then he said, "And I've got a few things that I could share with people if you bring them my way, God." He goes, "I've got $6. I've got a pair of socks still in the wrapper. I've got some cinnamon gum. And I think that's all I've got." But he said, "I could share that with anybody that you bring around." And that was the most beautiful prayer I've ever heard. He said, "Amen." And we sat and talked for about 45 minutes about his life, the things he was grateful for. He said he was a welder, but that he's out of work because of COVID. He's been trying to get a job, but he just can't get a job. He was evicted from his place, all that kind of thing. And he had an interview on Monday. And so I always have in my purse, I always have a hotel vouchers and Target cards, just because when I see people along the way, I sometimes like to give them out. So I said to him, "I have a hotel voucher here." He goes, "What?" I said, "I could give you a hotel voucher for maybe sometime, before your interview." He goes, "That would be great. I could save it for the day before my interview so I could sleep well and have a shower." And I said, "Okay, that'd be great." And I gave him a Target card. You know, friends, the point is that you never know, in my theology, who God's going to bring you to. I never know I was going to run into this gentleman, that we'd have a wonderful conversation, that we'd talk a lot about his life and my life. What a wonderful young man, 25-year-old young man, same age as my son. And so then I said goodbye to him, and I turned around and I walked back into Subway because I had to get my son a sandwich. And so he goes, "You're going back into Subway?" I said, "Well, I gave you the sandwich that was for my son." He goes, "Oh my gosh, I ate your son's sandwich." I said, No, you ate your sandwich. Now I'm going to go get my son's sandwich." He goes, "Oh, well, thanks for sharing, and thanks so much for hanging out." The point of the story is, friends, you and I can make a big difference just by a smile, couple of dollars, connecting with someone and helping them feel wonderful and human and alive. So that's what I encourage you to do today.